rivals, welcome to the Vax Attacks Let's Play series, and today we'll be taking a first look at an ancient that's new to us, Yoshiro, the Essence Master. The Essence Master was an ancient that was obtained only by promo codes earlier, but since they've gone away, they've added him to Relic chests. On defense, since he's a lightning ancient, he does the arc lightning. The Essence boost adds 2 mana to all buildings they describe for a long time period. The second spell, Lightning Bolt, is a reasonable amount of damage, but it's the third spell that's interesting. It's randomly can do fire, freeze, or earthquake. The first and last do damage. The middle one does a freeze for a while. So I want to take them up just a few levels. I'd like to get all my new ancients to level 6 right away. Get them that 1 starting mana. And a little bit of increased damage as well. That takes 5,000 Primus to do that. Alright, and we'll start by taking a quick look at Kingdom Raids. If you haven't seen those before, basically there are 10 bases that must be attacked in order from the least difficult to the toughest one, with the king always at the end. In this particular league, we are facing some bases that are lower stronghold level than us. You can see on the other side of the river are our own bases. Starting with stronghold level 8, we have sentinels that are level 14, and our king is level 13. So we're going to do well in this one, I can tell already. And I'll show the first attack here to show off the Essence Master's spells, and then we'll jump ahead to the ending bases here. But first I'll point out 2 features of the Kingdom Raids. You can scout a base or look at it beforehand, as well as look at the replays that are available on the base. So you can see how your kingdom mates have approached and conquered a previous base in order to get some tips. That can be extremely helpful when you're facing a stronghold that is very tough for you to attack. I wish that you could pick which replay you got to see, but it seems a little bit on the random side. I'm not sure how that's figured out. If you do know, let me know. Okay, so we are in the middle of a Earthpire project, and so we have some nature elementals to join our attack force. That's very handy. We're going to be using Taliesin as our dragon, and I'm starting out with 4 mana because I finished the Lightning Daily campaign. I love to do that for the +3 mana bonus, and that's going to help us to get to 5 very quickly. With the Essence Master, basically, right after you drop your troops, you want to get that boosting spell on first, the first spell for just 5 mana. Then after that, you're going to be spamming that top 3rd level spell. With no other ancient do you end up casting the 3rd spell so often. It's crazy. That +2 mana that your units get for destroying buildings is very helpful. It basically triples the mana that you're going to be getting on most buildings, and it lasts at the start for like 30 seconds, and as you get him higher level, that's going to be 45 seconds or so. And the battles he's in tend to be short, so that's effectively for the duration of the entire attack. That gives just a tremendous amount of mana. The 2nd level spell, it's helpful in that it gives additional damage the first time it strikes a building, but I personally just like to use that 3rd one over and over. It might be worth experimenting with the other one if you want. Alright, so here's another fairly low level stronghold for us as a stronghold 9, especially with the extra nature elemental. But we want to make sure just that we funnel the troops so that they're all working together and destroying bases quickly. Destroying buildings quickly. That's going to be the source of the new mana that we generate. So in order to keep that mana going, troops need to stay together, and you need to have things die quickly. So there's our boost. We're already up to 15. I usually cast that spell on top of a combination of the stronghold and some of the defenses, because if it's a freeze, I'm glad it hit the defenses, and if it's damage, I'm glad it hit the stronghold. The Earthquake spell is one of the 3 that can appear, and that one does about the same amount of damage as the fire, but it's slower over time, and it does extra damage to the walls. So the Earthquake and fire ones do damage, the freeze one locks down the defenses that it hits. It's kind of funny, if you play with them a lot, you will notice that certain times you're wishing, oh please be a freeze, and it's going to be the Earthquake, and other times you want damage and the freeze will show up. But that's part of his fun. It is random. It's a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're getting, but it's really a fun one to play with. Especially if you're lucky enough to get the Essence Master earlier on, at a lower level stronghold, you'll find him to be a lot of fun and very effective. I think I'll try to show some attacks at the end of this video to show how he fares versus larger bases, but we'll get to that later. Alright, so we got some freeze towers on the bottom. I don't like to face these when using the Essence Master because those lock down the troops, they slow them down, and they stop that kind of quick bang-bang generation of mana. So I'll often come in from the opposite side of the freeze towers if I'm trying to use the Essence Master. Again, we're going to get a nice entry point where all the troops will work together, drop them all down as fast as we can, put in the Essence boost, and we'll let her rip. If the dragon was at higher health, I'd sweep them through the base as well, distract those flame towers and, well, spell towers and defenses. But as it is, it's no problem to drop down a number of the spell scrolls. Alright, so it's kind of similar to other lightning ancients like Lyris, where the action is just really fast-paced, a large amount of damage, and a lot of fun to watch here. Alright, so this is the last base in the Kingdom Raid. It's always the king, and whereas other ones are worth 5, 10, 15, 20, an increase in number of loyalty, the king is worth 150, so it's a big bonus if you're able to take out the king. Alright, here I'm not seeing any real particularly dangerous spell towers. We'll come in from the opposite side of the towers though, knock out the distracting buildings, and then our troops will just sweep in from the west. And the approach is pretty much the same here. Send him in, boost him up, spam it down. I remember others who have tried to use the Essence Master and don't focus on that first spell, or just try to cast that first one like in isolation. If you just cast one or two of those top spells, it's really not going to do anything. The whole power from the Essence Master comes from the combination of Essence Boost and then either one of the top two spells on top of that. Alright, so that's a victory, defeated the king. In addition, that was 10 attacks with the Essence Master, and so that's our first Ancient Mastery reward. We'll get some kind of Primus for that, either Lightning Mana Primus for himself, or a different kind, like Ice, that we can use on our other Ancients. Now, in case you're wondering, boy, this guy just seems really overpowered. I'm crushing everything with this. Why isn't he used more often? And I'm going to show you why. When you hit higher level bases with him, the generation of mana is not as fast, and more important, there's really no protection, no damage reduction, there's no management of spell towers, and you are either going to crush a base quickly, or everything is going to just stall and you're going to go down in flames yourself. So you tend to get epic attacks one way or the other, epic fails or epic successes with the Essence Master. There are a couple of freeze towers on this base, so I'm going to try to come in on this flame tower side, but that's going to be a fair amount of damage we're going to take, unfortunately. We'll get what extra mana we can. It's going to be a quick attack one way or the other. I actually might just try to come short side here, knock out the Skywatcher on that first freeze tower quickly, and then hope the other one stays out of range. So we'll drop in everything there, get the boost on, we'll sweep the dragon. You can see that mana just isn't building up as fast when you got the freeze tower and tougher defenses. So we got our first one off. And here's our second one. The defenses are holding up better because they're higher level, they have more hit points, and with no protection from the flame or splash or anything, our troops are all gone in a heartbeat. So that can happen sometimes with the Essence Master, and that's why you won't see him as frequently used for higher level attacks. We'll take just one more attack with him to see how we can do if we get a reasonable level base here. Because of my high honor, even at streak 0, I can sometimes get strong bases. So let's see on this one. Yeah, stronghold 11. That's not what I want to see on my streak 0, but that's what we got this time. Okay, so there's no freeze to deal with at all on this base, and let's see if he can fare any better on this one. The Curse Towers means we're not going to have any healing though, and there's no damage reduction, so there's still a significant danger for our troops using the Essence Master on this base. He's also called Yoshiro, by the way. They use that name for him in the ancient description. But I call him the Essence Master mostly. Alright, so we've got a good point of entry here where we don't have to face through the walls. As soon as that goes, we'll drop down our Nature Elementals as a distraction troop, and we'll drop down all the other ones, our Essence Boost. Sweep the Dragon, get some extra damage, and distract if we can. Come right back. We've got enough mana quickly enough for our first one. I think we'll get a second one okay. Oh, we're not even getting mana for the second one here. There we go. The troops are just taking too much damage though. And with no healing, no protection to keep them up, they're down. Lightning Bolt at the end, see if we can get close enough. I think I may still be okay to be able to snipe him with the dragon. So we're going to sweep him through in a minute and hopefully crush that stronghold and take it down for the epic victory. Ooh. Or not. Oh, if I only had 3 more mana, I could take it out with the Lightning Bolt at this point. But I'm afraid that's going to be it. So there you go. The Essence Master, really fun at lower levels, really challenging at higher ones. Let me know how you like them. Thanks for watching.